Hello and welcome to Scripting with VGZ. As you might know, my camera is a little bit off. It's like a third-person shooter game. If you see, the camera follows me over the shoulder. This is one thing that yes, you will be able to create if you keep on watching this video. I'll show you the next type of thing we're going to talk about today. And voila, this is the next type of camera position we are going to create. So if you wanna create a third-person shooter game or one camera like this, which is fixed and will kind of like a side-scrolling platformer game, please watch the video. So let's get started. First, we are going to create the um first type of camera, which is the over-the-shoulder camera, often used in third person. So, to create this camera, we are going to go to Starter Player. Let's unhighlight that. Starter Player over here. And go to Starter Player Scripts. Inside Starter Player Scripts, create a local script. So, like so. Delete that, and we are going to begin by getting the player service. So, local players equals game get service players, like so. Next, we are going to get the context action service. So local context action service equals game get service context action service. Context action service. There we go. Next, we are going to get the user input service. So the user input service, and we'll just get that service, take care of it. Yep. All right. And next, we are going to get the run service. So local run service. These are all just services that Roblox includes to help. It's basically like package, like a module in Python, like import function. So that's basically what all these services are, just so that we get more tools and features. All right, now we're going to define the camera, because that's what the whole script is about. So local camera is workspace dot current camera. So that's pretty simple. Okay, we're gonna assign camera offset so that it can easily, so when you play it, the position will be set to the correct place without any error. So vector 3, let's create a new vector 3. There we go. I did this offset is fairly standard, just using the 2 by 2 by 8 offset, and I forgot to assign the offset. There we go. And then local player equals players dot local player, and there we go. So that's all the defining for now. So let's add a function here. So player dot character added connect function character. All right, and inside local humanoid, so that's our player here. Local humanoid equals character wait for child, and that is the humanoid part. So humanoid. All right, next we are going to do root part. These are just basic essential things we have to configure in order for the camera to be positioned onto your player. So I'm just gonna quickly type this. There's really no explain. It's just adding parts and like reassigning the offset of camera so it can reassign itself. So I'm just gonna mute myself for now, and I'm gonna come back to you once we get to the next important part. All right. So, all right, guys, I am back. So basically, what I did just then, if you, I time lapsed it so that you don't have to sit there and watch me code. I just basically tweaked some of the features so that if you see like the radian angles and the offsets so that it matches with where the player position is. This isn't really anything to learn. I'm just playing around with enumerator styles and like detectors through the services up here. So we're gonna continue here. Now, we're gonna start. So I coded the start C frame by starting the C frame. It starts the position of where you are supposed to go, and then we are going to now code the camera C frame. So the camera C frame is gonna be the start C frame, and to world space C frame dot new, and this will be camera offset dot x and camera offset dot y. So that's the relative coordinates for the 3D dimension. So camera offset dot z. So x coordinate, y coordinate, and z coordinate, that is going to be the new C frame. All right. And next we are going to wait, hold up here. Uh let's see. What why is there a red underline at line 36? Did I do something wrong? Again, the syntax is important. If you don't have good syntax, your program won't run. So I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this. Okay, so expected line 28. Oh, so we forgot to put end wrapping this function here. So let's just do that really quick. Um, too close to line. Wonder what's going on here, huh? Expected right parentheses too close to left parentheses. So that's that, right? Am I doing something wrong? No. I see the problem. We're having an extra n here. This n should be right here. There we go. Fixed it. All right. Let's continue here with so camera focus is equal to start C frame to world space C frame dot new camera new camera offset. So if we look here, so camera offset. Oh, I see. Okay. So camera offset X and camera offset dot Y, and then negative 10,000. So that's like the barrier here. So we're done with that. Next is we're gonna do, let's see, camera dot C frame is equal to C frame dot new camera C frame dot position, and that will be camera focus dot position. So that's that. We wrap that up. Okay, next we are going to start a new function, the local function focus control. Okay, taking the parameters of action name, input state, and input object. There you go. So if input state is equal to the numerator of user input state begin, then user input service dot mouse behavior is equal to the enum dot mouse behavior, not override mouse control behavior, mouse behavior dot lock center. And then we go down, so user input service dot mouse icon is enabled, so that is false. We're not enabling the mouse icon so that they won't see the mouse icon. So context action service unbind action is focus control and focus control false enum user style user input type. Okay, user input type mouse button. So mouse button 1 is your left click, and then enum user input type touch. So touch screen also works. User input type touch, and then enum user input type focus. There we go. All right, next we're done with this section. Wrap that if statement up and wrap this function up. Last thing we do, context action service. We're gonna just bind the whole thing together. Bind action, focus control. Nope. Focus control, and then focus false, and enum the user input type mouse button 1 enum dot oh forgot this thing here enum dot user type same thing here. So I'm just gonna copy and paste user input type dot touch and enum user type dot focus. So I'm just gonna Control C, Control V this to save some time. And we are done. The script for over the shoulder third person is done. Now let's go test it. So let's play. And then it should have over the shoulder. Okay, so something we didn't do right. Oh, all right. So checking the dev console here, we see something went wrong at line 49. So let's go to line 49. So starter, okay, we're here, line 49. So this, so I don't know. Oh, okay. So there's extra ends we have to delete. Now let's test again. Remember, guys, always check your dev console. It really does help you as a resource to help you debug. So, and there we go. We're over the shoulder. As you can see, the camera offset the player is not usually towards the left of the screen, and yeah, you can't zoom out. I'm trying to zoom out. If you can hear my mouse scrolling, you can't zoom out, you can't zoom in. So this will be a very good application for third-person shooter games. So that's the first out of the second part. The next thing is the fixed camera, and that'll be what we're doing next here. So stay tuned. Alright guys, we are back, and this is gonna be the second thing you saw at the very beginning of the video, which is a fixed camera, and so the camera doesn't follow your player, and that will be pretty useful for like cutscenes and stuff. So first things first, these four services will still be used. So that's same thing from last time. And for this camera, same thing. We were in starter player scripts, and create a local script, and just these four things. We're still going to use them. And forgot to mention in the first half of the video, which is you need to have like pretty good C frame and enum knowledge to continue. So like if you don't know these services, get yourself familiar with the services. There are some really good tutorials. Go to developer.roblox.com/learn Roblox, or go to the API reference to check out these services. So we're going to use the context action service, user input service, and run service to help us with creating this camera. So without further ado, let's continue with this script. So something new here is camera chase will be a different variable here. So it's basically assigning a value to each one of the trackers. So up equal. So when in the beginning, as you can see, when we jumped, the camera followed us. So that's camera chase. And camera distance is how far away the camera is your uh to your person here. So I'm gonna put 200 right now, but as you can see later, if we adjust this, you can adjust some cutscenes by tweaking the distance. So I'm gonna leave that there. And same thing, local camera equals workspace dot camera, and camera dot camera type equals enum dot camera type dot scriptable, and then the FOV, or the field of view of the camera, will be 10 for now. We can adjust these later, but this is a good starting point. So local player is players dot local player, again, same thing as last time. Local left value, right value. So this is getting into some scrolling platform terminology. Initial touch position and jump touch input, and thumbstick. So this is the thumbstick is for mobile users. So this is getting into some mobile stuff, which is the thumbstick is a thing that you use to move around in mobile if you aren't aware. So camera position is 0. So we're assigning the value. So 0, 0, 0, nil, or no, 15, 0. There we go. And spelled value wrong. There we go. All right. Next thing is just gonna declare some variables. Humanoid and root part. Again, we are coming back from the last videos. Not last video, last half of the video, where we used the third person over the shoulder camera. Lots of similar things. But just as the first half of the video, I'm gonna mute it, put on some time lapse, because really what I'm about to do next, you can do. It isn't really anything new knowledge, just tweaking some variables, adjusting the height, the size, the change position, and all of that. So if you just enjoy the time lapse, and I'll meet you once we get to something new here. So see you then. All right, that's pretty much done with the tweaking. This is just basic things. Um, Not really hard, just rigorous to do as it time consuming, but we are done with that. Now we are continuing to something new here and something exciting. So player.character added connect function character. There we go. Humanoid equals player dot character wait for child humanoid. Pretty straightforward. And same thing with the root part. So root part equals, and then I'm just gonna save time in my root part. And then camera dot C frame is equal to C frame dot new vector 3 dot new. Whoops, 2 dots. Let's remove that, and there we go, guys. So my camera cut out, and I forgot that it cut out, so I kept on going, so I accidentally typed everything else. So I'll explain to you what I did. So we stopped here. We were at C frame here, and then down here is if the user service is enabled, then we connect it to the input here, which is the context action bind to service. And pretty much like last time, it's just the same thing. Not anything new. I'll put the code in the description so that you will see what all this is. But yep, now that we're done, let's test our game. Let's play. Okay, so as you can see, we are 200 studs away from the character. So let's say you want to zoom in. All we have to do is go up here, 200. Let's change this to 100. All right, let's play. And it should be closer. And boom, look, we are closer now. It takes a lot less time. Once we jump, the camera tracks with us. And of course, it's kind of out of frame due to Roblox Studios limitation, but as you can see, the camera is following where the player is going. So when the player is going this way, then it's going this way. The player is going that way, and this way. Let's see, if I go farther away, maybe it will be in frame here. So let's run this way. As you can see, yep, we are tracking the player here. Let's run this way. So yep, that's basically 2 tutorials in one. This video might be kind of long, but yeah, these are 2 great ways to use cameras rather than just make it orbiting. You can do some pretty awesome cutscenes. Hopefully you enjoyed my tutorial here, and please leave a like and subscribe. I'll put the code in the description so you have it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.